Unacceptable. Just absolutely unacceptable. And I know what people are going to say. The New York Knicks weren't going to beat the Suns. Yeah, it was going to be a tough game. We haven't beaten them since 2017. The Golden State Warriors, we knew that was going to be a tough game as well. And I'm not a moral victory guy. Obviously, I want to win the game. But when it comes to these games, you shouldn't be losing. You shouldn't be down by over 20 points at some point. You shouldn't be down by 15 plus. If you're going to lose, at least make it competitive. The Knicks didn't even do that, at least when it mattered most. And if it's going to be a close game, if it's going to be competitive, just do your best job to make sure you don't shoot yourselves in the foot. And that's the problem with the New York Knicks. They shoot themselves in the foot constantly. And there's no adjustments at all because Tom Thibodeau's extremely stubborn. You wonder why we get off to slow starts offensively. You wonder why we get off to slow starts defensively. Well, straight up, starting off with the offense, is there a proper offensive set when we run these plays? Are there plays? Yeah, there are plays, but they're not effective. You have a guy setting a screen at the top. It's not an effective screen, and we just dribble the hell out of the ball. We just pound the ball constantly. It's just someone probing around for 24 seconds, I feel like, all the time. We don't have a superstar that we could just give the ball to and say, go to work. That type of thing. And when the Knicks were down 10, we made that run in the second quarter. RJ's getting to the free throw line. Grimes is distributing the ball. Brunson got some buckets, but what's going through your head is like the way this team gets buckets, it's like it's not sustained success because we're so predictable on offense. And obviously every team works for their buckets, but the New York Knicks individually work for their buckets. I'm like, we should be moving the ball. That's how you win games. You play as a team, especially when you don't have a big time megastar like us. You have to play as a team, and the New York Knicks don't do that. From a discipline standpoint, what we allow 17 threes outside on the perimeter with 16 or 17 threes. The Knicks made 7 threes tonight. We don't have the personnel to knock down shots from the outside. Mitchell Robinson did return to this game, came off the bench 17 minutes. I believe he had a steal, a couple blocks, but he kind of did look slow out there at times as well, coming back from this injury. But it was just so pathetic what we saw tonight. And when we were going on this run, it looks like we're coming back. We tie the game, and I believe we had a 1-point lead maybe at some point when it came to that second quarter. The third quarter, we absolutely collapsed. But when it looks like we have a chance to take the lead, we allow dribble penetration. We allow someone wide open outside on the perimeter. Like Damian Lee cooked us when it came to scoring. You even take a look at Torrey Craig. We left him alone outside on the perimeter. Mikal Bridges knocked down a 3. Devin Booker shot like 50% from beyond the arc. Cam Johnson's obviously out for the season. Chris Paul did not play in this game. But when it looks like we're going on a run or we have a chance to take a lead and have sustained success, it doesn't matter because of our bland offense, and we allow offensive rebounds. We allow second chance opportunities. We allow guys to be open outside on the perimeter. You're not going to win games when you don't knock down threes, and you're not going to win games if you leave guys open outside on the perimeter. When one of your main guys, Julius Randle, has 9 points, when RJ Barrett has 12 points, Brunson had 27. Grimes distributed the ball well, but he didn't have a crazy scoring game or anything like that. Hartenstein just got pitched around in the paint. Same thing with Sims. The Knicks just got bitched. They got outworked in this game, and our defensive scheme is just trash. Our offensive scheme is just trash. Tibbs really got to go. He does, and I'm not expecting a lot out of this team or anything like that, but if you want, when you do eventually get talent, if the Knicks get talent, or even with this group, you still want to put yourselves in the best position to win games. With this philosophy on offense and defense, you're not putting yourselves in the best position to win games on a consistent basis, at least when it comes to this personnel. You're just not. So Brunson is scoring the ball, but it's just it's not going to be sustained success because it's a bunch of pounding the ball, a lot of maneuvering around, and I don't put all the blame on Brunson because I'll tell you why. This offense, there's not much movement. It's so vanilla and it's so predictable. RJ, I don't even know what to say about RJ. I don't even feel like ranting about him anymore. I understand he's sick. He's a human at the end of the day. I hope he recovers. You never want to see someone going through anything mentally. He is going through something mentally when it comes to basketball, and he's sick off the court, but no excuses. You got to finish better at the basket. He got to the free throw line. Credit to him there, but from the three-point line, here's a stat for you guys. RJ's 1 for his last 25 three-point attempts. And those three-point shots that we're talking about, most of them are wide open. He made one tonight, but it's just quality looks that he's getting throughout this stretch or throughout the season. It's just abysmal. Now it's probably dropped to 23% from 3. I don't even know what to say. Just disappointing. Just very disappointing. When you draft someone with the 3rd overall pick, you hope that they help impact winning. You hope that they put up good statistics, and I'm not a huge statistics guy, but it's like you hope for production to help bring value to your team, and that they're a borderline star or a star in general because you're the third overall pick. Like we hope that you're a very quality player, and it sets back your franchise if you don't nail on the third overall pick, because we missed out on Kevin Knox, we missed out on Frank Ntilikina, we miss out on those top picks. And Obi, I like him, but he comes off the bench, he doesn't even start. And what I mean by that, it's just like, what do we get set back from? We get set back from reaching our full potential and our full ceiling because we need star level talent. Why have the Kings been stuck in this weird position for so long? Because they draft guys like Jimmer Fredette. They draft guys like Marvin Bagley that haven't been successful over big time guys. They could have had Luka, could have had Curry, but they drafted Tyreek Evans. Like, they always miss out on these big time opportunities, that type of thing. And the New York Knicks right now don't have any star level talent. The Knicks were unacceptable defending the 3-point line, weren't able to knock down a three to save their lives. Just the inconsistency when it comes to offense, the perimeter defense. Just RJ played bad. And it's not just RJ. A lot of people played bad. Players played bad, and this was a huge year for RJ. I'm not giving up on him this season, but he's definitely looked bad. And it's definitely not encouraging. It's just like my standards are going lower and lower. Maybe Brunson, Grimes are the best players out there on the floor. Grimes had some solid defensive moments, did a good job passing the ball. But Torrey Craig contributed for them. Damian Lee contributed for them. Cameron Payne was lights out for them. He was their leader when it came to scoring. Smallest player on the floor, nearly had 10 assists or 10 rebounds. He had nearly 10 assists. He had a damn near triple-double. Very well-coached team, but from an effort perspective, the way the defense was, the offense, just a very bad performance by the New York Knicks. Obi didn't really do anything. Quickly, had some solid defensive possessions, but in like 28 minutes, nearly 30 minutes, he had 6 points. D. Rose got hurt in this game, but just bad. Sims was okay, I guess. Like, there's not really any positive to really take away from this game. McBride eventually came in, scored like 9 points when this game was over. It was pretty much over when it came to the third quarter. We were atrocious in the third quarter when we were like kind of making a run in that second quarter, but we just weren't able to string together any consistent basketball. And that was the story of the game when it came to the Warriors game as well. Let me know down below your thoughts. Peace out.